Welcome back to Broken Electronics. I'm Lee, and it's great to spend some time with you here today. We're going to be, yet again, doing some more with the PowerMac G3 Blue and White from 1999. I intended to do this, but I wasn't going to do it quite this quickly. My reasoning behind doing so, it became more important when I discovered, unfortunately, that the optical drive in there doesn't work. Now, I'm pretty sure that's the original Apple-supplied optical drive. The door won't open when you press the button. You hear it whirring some. Now, you can use the old paperclip trick and get it to open, put something in there, put a CD in there, but it doesn't mount, it doesn't spin, doesn't do anything. Fortunately, I have that old broken PowerMac, which has an optical drive. Same thing, it's the Apple supplied drive. Now, the reason I was going to put this in eventually, the fact that it has a zip drive, zip 100. So I figure it's there, we might as well make use of it. What the real use is going to be is hard to say. Back in the day, I used zip drives all the time. I remember backing up a computer on zip drives. It took like 60 of the things, but I did the backup. Never did it again because it was just such a pain. But anyhow, might as well put it in. I won't yet be able to test it because I don't have any zip disks, but I've ordered a few and we'll figure it out. I do have one other computer that has a zip drive, the PowerMac G4 Quicksilver, that I've been upgrading quite a bit, has a zip drive as well. So we'll be able to see, you know, if you can record on one, read on the other, etc. In the modern world, not very practical. But what the heck? You know, blast from the past, if nothing else. So, we will get on with doing this upgrade. I hope you're interested in that, and if so, please stay tuned. Alright, here is the existing optical drive and zip drive caddy. There's no zip drive in there. Now, the trick to doing this, there are two plastic tabs, same color as the blue-green of the blue and white, which you press in, and that should, once they're pressed in, release the cover that you see here. All right. So, okay, and there we go. Now, having done that, we have two Phillips head screws. Trying to get a good look at the size there. Try the smaller Phillips here. Oh, good, it's turning, so no liquid wrench required for this one anyway. But not so fortunate with this. All right, well, looks like another application of liquid wrench is ahead of us here, because we've got to get both these screws out. We've got one out, this one has to come out, so we can push the entire assembly forward, which will enable us to disconnect the IDE and Molex connectors from the CD drive. All right, so we'll get back with that when I can move that screw, so please stay tuned. Well, actually, I'm glad to report that no liquid wrench was required for this operation. I simply resorted to the larger of my 2 Phillips head screwdrivers in my nice little Neurotech case here. And that enabled me to, there it is, that enabled me to remove the offending screw. All right, and it does push out. And we've got, coming back over here, okay. That's, come on. There we go. And the one that's always problematic is the Molex. Up, there we go. And out we come. You can see, I assume you can see it, the blank where the zip drive would be. Now take our new caddy here. Now, we have 2 IDE cables and 2 Molex. So we're going to need to get this Molex down here. Okay. Here's the pane. All right, 1 Molex in. We'll do the second Molex while it's in the hand here. Okay. We have IDE. There we go. And the upper IDE. Wish they gave you a little bit more to play with. Okay, there we go. And finally, there. All right, and that goes. Further in. Oh, I see what's. All right, so I think probably the smartest thing to do is for me to fiddle with this and get it buttoned back up. So please stay tuned. As I figured, it just took a little jockeying in there. The IDE cable had to be pushed down so that it would lie flat underneath the zip drive. So there's one screw in. And another. Yep, that seems solid, all right. And we need to get the plate in here. All right. Not all right. Well, again, we've got to go about convincing that to lie flat, so I will fuss with that, and we should be ready. I think the next thing to boot it up and see if we can test it at least as far as we can without a zip disk. All right, so once again, please stay tuned. Well, I certainly hope you're starting to enjoy watching this machine boot up. Oh good, I haven't broken anything yet. Right. Okay. And the firewire port has to come online. And there we go. Okay, so that's all still working. Okay. Yeah, well, it's a 21-and-a-half-year-old computer. I suppose we shouldn't necessarily expect super fast. All right. Let's look here under ATA. Huh. Of course, we've got the SSD, and this is the CD-ROM. But I see nothing about the zip drive. And there's nowhere else where we should be seeing it. Well, let's see here. Well, that's something, because that didn't happen before the drive opened up. I just happen to have a CD here. And there it is. Okay. So we have a working CD drive. Now, of course, I can't test the zip drive. Since I don't have a disk to actually put into it, it's possible it might come to life, or maybe something didn't get plugged in. I don't know. But we're going to have to wait until I have some zip disks to actually test that. Now, this is actually going to be a totally useless CD. I put it in just because it happened to be lying here. It has to do with a card bus card for laptops, which do us no good whatsoever. But the main point is it works. Let's eject it. And the tray opens. Very good. Okay, so the big thing that we needed to accomplish was, of course, to get a working optical drive into the device, and that is working fine. So there was clearly a problem with the original CD drive. Now, we'll just have to test out when those zip disks finally do come in. We'll just have to test it out and see if in fact the thing is working. It's possible that it just doesn't show up in System Profiler. I really don't know. I had a machine once that had a built-in zip drive, but that was a long time ago. Well, so this is probably going to be a comparatively short video, as my videos tend to go anyway. So I think we can wrap it up at this point. Be good to other people. They deserve it, and we all need it. We can make this world a better place. Being good to other people will help. Be good to yourselves. You deserve it too. You want to be able to enjoy the better place. Sadly, it's not a better place, even though we're working on it. So please, take very good and careful care in these most difficult times. We will be back. I've got some more tricks up my sleeve concerning the blue and white, so we're certainly not done with the blue and white as of yet. And quite a bit more different and I think interesting stuff. So until that time, this has been Broken Electronics. Well, I guess I lied. I couldn't quite leave this alone, and not only do I need to check the plugs on that zip drive, I realized I put the wrong faceplate back onto the machine. I would not be able to get at the zip drive. I meant to put this one on. So, oh well. Here we go again. Right. That off. Shouldn't have a problem with screws this time since they've just been out. And there we go with that one. Okay. Now I haven't done that. Move this. Okay. Now either the IDE cable just pulled out. All right. I'm going to fiddle with this a little bit, and I think we can get this fixed, so please stay tuned. Well, okay, I think I have this. We've got the drive screwed back into place. We've got the right faceplate on, so you can actually access the zip drive now. However, let's see if we can get a good look here. I think our problem, you can't really see it well. Down in here, I am pretty sure that the zip drive either was never completely plugged in or came unplugged. So we should hopefully see our zip drive. Now, I still can't test it, but you know, I feel better. I think we got a better chance at it now because that seems to be pretty secure. All right. Those are up. Careful of our latch. All right, and we will go give it a try, so please stay tuned. Well, I've decided to spare you waiting through the boot up sequence of the machine, at least this time. And there's a little bit of glare. I've managed to reduce it some due to the sun coming in through windows here at the guest room. But the big thing to find out. Here we are in System Profiler. Okay, let's try to move you in some here to actually see this. We have our CD-ROM, of course, which we saw the last time, and the iOmega Zip 100, which now shows up. So clearly the problem there was that the IDE cable, either I had not plugged it in all the way, or perhaps even more likely in the jostling of getting the drive carriage situated back into the machine correctly. I want to see if the CD drive is still working. Just want to verify that. Yeah, I wasn't going to bother with this. I figured the next time I opened it up to do an upgrade, and I certainly do have another one planned, I would take a look at the cables and see what happened. But once I saw that I had the wrong plate on there, obviously that needed to be fixed anyway. So, yes. So testing as far as its operation, at least it's showing up now. I do have some zip disks coming, and we will give that a check. Maybe in the next vid, not its own video certainly, but perhaps in the next one that I'm playing on this machine. Well, I've already given the farewell that I usually give. Now, of course, all that basically means is just be good people, which I'm sure you are, and spread that goodness around to other people, which I'm sure you do. And we will make this a better world. So, a lot more stuff coming. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So, until that time, this has been Broken Electronics.